Hello everyone, this is Joe the Orange, and today we're playing slingers on Milli Vanilli. These aren't your usual slingers though, these are the tier 8 ones, the cream of the crop when it comes to throwing a rock. Honestly, I would not be surprised if these guys get nerfed next patch, they're just fucking ridiculous. If they don't get nerfed, well yeah, I might just be maining slingers from now on. The abilities on these tier 8s are ridiculous to begin with. They have that raised shields and they have a quicker reload time. Meanwhile, still outranging all the archer players. And to top it off, just a bit of a sprinkle on the top, they have the highest base damage out of all the slingers. Even the tier 10 ones. It does not make sense. I'm pretty sure that they have to be aware of this. Look at that. Look at that. Shooting that dude up the arse, he's just disappearing. And that's one thing I would like to say, if you shoot something up the arse with these slingers, man, you might as well be javelins at that stage. If you have not tried these guys yet, I'd recommend getting them very quickly, because I don't think this is going to last very long. When you're versing the tier 8 archers, there's just, yeah, you have no concerns about it, you don't give a shit. Even if they get in range of you, you just have that raised shields, you can literally just stand there and shoot the fuck out of them. They can't do anything about it. When they hit you, it might be 17 damage. When you hit them, it's like that. They disappear in seconds. It's a one-sided fight. Not only that, you outrange them, you can dodge their fire if you want to. Personally, I'd just stand there. They can't do any damage to you anyway. And if you're new to this game and you don't really enjoy the archers, just change to the slingers. No one can dodge your shots. Your damage is through the fucking roof, especially at tier 8. Well, pretty much only at tier 8. At tier 1 to tier 7, they're nowhere near as strong as this. So you can see here, I just took some damage from the pylons, and there goes that archer fire. It does nothing. You can basically ignore it. I think it might have taken about 5%, and that's being generous off one unit. One thing you definitely want to do on this map though is get on top of this hill and hopefully you can aim down at them. Because when you're aiming up the hills, you just shoot your allies in the arse, like this. I remember this bit. Just fucking boom, you shoot your allies right up the arse. It's not the nicest thing to do in the world, it's it's a bit of a prick of a thing to do, but yeah, shit happens. And that's when you leave and go, oh, it wasn't me, it was that archer guy over there, he's the one who did it. I think once this game ends, I'll show you even more footage of the slingers just being ridiculous. Their damage is, yeah, like that. This is just insane. Here comes barbarian infantry. These slingers blow them up in a matter of seconds. And the best thing is, you hardly have to do anything. Like, you just shoot stuff, stand there, shoot stuff, your range is massive. Range from the enemy team starts shooting you, you don't have to worry about it. Nearly anything you shoot is going to take a decent amount of damage. The only ones who don't really is the heavy Roman infantry. They take 17 damage. Which is still a hell of a lot when you consider I think archers do about 2. So pretty much with these guys, you just roam around the battlefield deleting units left, right and center. Of course, you cannot stop Cav from killing you as well as barbarian archers and javelins. But if you get some protection, you're going to wreck the whole game. Another thing to keep in mind, these guys get a lot of armor when they have their upgrades. Before the upgrades, I guess you could take some archer damage, but once you have the upgrades, you're going to take about no damage at all. At this stage, our team's pretty much won it, so I just play risky as hell. I'm going to move behind that giant blob and hope this Cav doesn't kill me because they're not in Oath. When you do move behind the Scipio Cav in Oath, it's amazing. You can kill them before they can even reach you. Here we go. He doesn't know if I'm protected or not, so he's trying to make a run for it. It's not going to work though. Once they're dealt with, I'm going to try to move behind the Roman infantry here. There's not much room on this side, so I get directly behind them. And you'll see, the damage is still pretty good. There we go, 17, 17, 21, etc. It's not as high as when you're shooting any other unit, but it's still high. When you get behind the Roman medium infantry, they get deleted. I think you hit them for like 30 or 40. And pretty much all the barbarian the felksmen, the war dogs, the swordsmen, you're going to blow up. Pikes as well, as long as they're not Leo pikes. If they're any other pikes, you can kill them in like no time at all. Anyway guys, let's move on to some other footage. So in this game I do get caught out. I get up here but I get shot before I can shoot the enemy. It does not matter. They're tier 7 slingers, nowhere near the power of the tier 8s. Now that I have that raised shields up, he's not going to hurt me at all. Meanwhile, when I hit him, it's going to do a lot of damage. If he was tier 8, he would have won that shit, but, you know, since they're tier 7, they have like 137, while I have 152 base damage. Not only that, their abilities on the actual unit aren't as good. I believe they have some medium infantry here, so I'm going to show what happens when you shoot them in the back. I think that happens a bit later on though. I think it starts around here. I shoot these javelins, they disappear in 2 volleys. Just boom, gone. Just deleted. And it's at this stage I start moving around the back of our allies to shoot into the back of the medium infantry. It does take a while though, because I just used that reload time ability, so it does slow me down by 50%. But here we go, behind them now, and yeah, just fucking delete. You just delete shit, that's all you do with these guys. Now this time I'm shooting them from the front. They're not in testudo of course or anything like that. When they're not using those abilities, this is the sort of damage they can take though. And this is comparing it to war dogs. You'll see that they just, yeah, every volley just half their health, boom, gone. Just fucking. Now this is shooting the medium infantry in the back again. You'll see this. If you can get behind them, they will just disappear off the face of the earth. Now I do have some more footage of getting shot by tier 8 archers, and it will just show you how much of an advantage the slingers do have. At least at tier 8, at tier 9 and 10 it might be a different story, but here we go. As you can see, when their missiles do go through that raised shields, it hits for 22 damage. I'm obviously hitting a lot harder than that, and a lot of the archer fire is getting blocked in general. And that's basically all I've got to say about slingers. Personally, I think that might be a bit too strong. at tier 8, I will have to try out the tier 9 and tier 10 ones. Maybe it's a bit more balanced at those tiers. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit. And I'll see you next time.